All right, let's talk about some huge news coming out of South Korea's defense program. We're talking about their homegrown supersonic fighter jet, the KF-21. It's getting a major upgrade, and get this, it's happening way ahead of schedule.
So that kind of makes you wonder, right? For a project this complex, this massive, what does it actually take to put a state-of-the-art fighter jet on the fast track? Well, we're about to find out. Okay, let's dive right into the headline news. The big story here is this ahead-of-schedule upgrade. So, here's the deal. The KF-21, which, is still in its development phase, is now officially slated to be fitted with air-to-ground capabilities. And trust me, that is a total game-changer for this entire program. So, what does air-to-ground capability actually mean? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's the ability for the jet to attack targets on the ground. We're talking everything from military bases to enemy tanks. It basically transforms the KF-21 from just a guardian of the skies into a super versatile multi-role attacker. And here's the really wild part. The new target for getting this powerful new capability integrated is 2027. I mean, for a project of this scale, that is an incredibly ambitious, lightning-fast timeline. Okay, so you're probably wondering, how in the world are they pulling this off so quickly? That brings us right to our next section, the 700 billion won plan, where we break down the how and the how much. Well, for starters, the South Korean government is putting some serious cash on the table for this speed up. We're talking about a budget of 700 billion won set aside just for this. And just to give you a sense of scale, that's about 472 million US dollars. That entire amount is dedicated to the series of weapons tests they need to do to make this happen. And this number really shows you just how big a deal this acceleration is. The new plan is going to deliver this ground attack capability a full year and a half earlier than they originally planned. In the world of developing complex military hardware, that's almost unheard of. It's a massive leap. And this isn't just some vague promise. They've got a solid 3-step plan. First, they're going to conduct a whole series of really rigorous tests. Second, they'll be integrating 10 different types of air-to-ground weapons onto the jet. And finally, the goal is to have all these tests wrapped up by the end of 2028. This makes sure that the capability is ready to go starting in 2027 as part of a phased rollout. All right, so it's fast, it's well-funded, but what's the big picture? Why does this matter so much? Let's get into that in our next section and see how this builds a stronger Air Force and better exports. This slide really lays it all out. On one side, you've got the current fleet. They're relying on older, US-made jets like the F-5, which are mostly just for air defense, protecting their own airspace. But on the other side, you have the future, a homegrown, supersonic KF-21 that's a true multi-role fighter, able to defend the skies and carry out powerful ground attacks. It's a huge strategic shift. And listen, this isn't just about military strategy at home. According to South Korea's Defense Acquisition Program Administration, or DAPA, this move will strengthen the Air Force's strength and positively affect potential exports. So it's a double win, a more powerful military for themselves and a way more appealing and versatile jet to sell on the global market. But to really get why this is such a giant leap, we've got to take a quick look back at where the KF-21 even came from. The whole point of the KF-21 program, right from the start, was super ambitious. The goal was for South Korea to develop and build its very own supersonic fighter jet from scratch. The idea was to stop relying on older, foreign aircraft and to build up their own domestic aerospace power. So, if you look at this timeline, you can see how it all played out. The whole thing officially kicked off back in 2015. You fast forward to May of 2025, and that's when the very first production model is hitting final assembly. And now, bam, we've got this new super fast target of 2027 for adding that critical air-to-ground capability. It's a remarkably quick journey from a concept on paper to a full-fledged multi-role combat jet. So when you put it all together, South Korea isn't just building a new jet, they're aggressively fast-tracking its evolution to become a major player in advanced military aviation, which really leaves us with one big question to think about. With this kind of speed and ambition, what could possibly be next for Korea's future in the sky?